Sorry, I'm just sending out a very high level email. Sorry.
You've been here all morning.
Yeah, I know. It's.
You didn't want to send it before the show started.
You can't time these, Ryan. You just don't know when high level, like when they have like the exclamation point. It's like,
yeah, it's got the disclaimer at the bottom. Yeah.
Talk amongst yourselves. Welcome to the show. It's Barn Burner. I'm Boomer. There's Pinder, and look at that. It's the Rhettster. How are you,
Rhettster? Hello.
Freshly shaved. I shaved.
You're going to give us a mustache. When are you going to give us a mustache?
I got to go with some hoity-toities to some big-timers to Toronto today.
Really?
All the way to Toronto.
Is this part of going to Nashville somehow? Because isn't that what you got in a couple
No,
weeks?
it's a busy week. This fell on my lap over the weekend. I got to go to Toronto. And for some reason, we're flying.
Oh. Like a helicopter? Or?
Interesting.
I don't know that driving to the Buffalo airport, flying to Pearson, and driving into Toronto would be faster than just driving to Toronto.
I do know that it won't be faster.
I was going to say, I bet you do know.
Never mind a customs line and all that.
Yeah.
That's odd.
Excuse me. You've been living here for how long? And you're a what? And what? Come with us, sir. We've got some jewelry for you. Wear them on your wrists. To the Crowbar Hotel. Well, hopefully it goes well for you, Rhett. I hope you don't end up behind bars again.
I'm a little worried. This is high level, but if people think flying from Buffalo to Toronto makes sense, I don't know that these are smart high level people.
Or maybe that's just how high level it is, that they can't risk anything at the border or any car problems. Okay. You run out of gas.
Yeah. Or it's a PJ maybe.
Yeah. Oh, is it a PJ?
A what?
A private jet. A PJ.
Oh. Yeah, no, it for sure is a private jet.
For sure, yeah.
We can land at
they don't,
the harbor.
You don't. There's not a flight. You can't find a commercial flight between Toronto and right. Like you're gonna fly to Okotoks from Calgary. Like what are you talking about?
Landing downtown at Billy Bishop.
Well, who was it? Was it Cadre? Wow. Who was it when the Raptors were in the?
It was Kane, Evander Kane.
Evander Kane. That's right.
And I think he had a helicopter, which is why I asked about a helicopter.
Are you an Evander Kane in cahoots?
Are you being a Richard?
No, I'm not being a Richard. This is a Sabers sponsored event. It's going to be lots of, I'll say lots of fun, except it's in Toronto. I don't like people in Toronto.
Yeah.
Sabers are at Leafs tonight. Private jet. We're getting more details. Sabers event. One of the great rivalries when it's good in the sport.
Well, they want to be there tonight because if the Leafs win, it'll be their fastest trip to 100 points. I believe that's what it is.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, so the Sabres.
So you'd want to celebrate that, right?
Well, and weren't they terrible at the start of the year, the Leafs?
They had that Western swing right out of the gate. They weren't good. And both goalies got hurt.
Yeah, tonight is game 66 for them.
They kind of scraped by, but it wasn't pretty.
They can reach 100 points with a win.
Wow.
Took them 16 games last year.
90 points. Numbers, Dean. Numbers.
They're still numbers.
Whatever.
He's not even trying to fight you, which is probably
fucking, whatever. I don't know.
They're 80 some points.
Yeah, 88.
It's because it's the Boston thing. There was so much ballyhoo over that over the weekend.
Well, that's what made me go check because I'm like, how can they be at 100? They're right behind Boston.
No, they're not.
Yeah. So 90 points.
Oh.
I won't even bother. You guys go ahead. I'll just wait till you're done.
We're just going to make fun of you. Move along.
Yeah, I'm not gonna bother.
I don't know why I find it so funny.
It's like, maybe we can talk about this.
You got more numbers, Russ?
Yeah. Well, that's good. I'm going to go get some coffee. Fuck you guys.
It's a new batch. Busy around here.
That's good. I loved it because he jumped right on it, right? He's like, they're going to be the fastest to 90 or the 100 ever. This is bad start.
Okay, so Dean, he's gone. See, there you go.
He's gone.
Can you give us more? You're going to be at the game, or you're going to be watching the game somewhere?
Yeah, no, we got a suite. It's Sabres management and some sponsors, and they're flying up there to go to the game and watch. And I don't know, what do you do at a hockey game? have
So
some fun.
you've schmoozed your way up the list for Sabres alumni. If you're getting included on this stuff, that's some really high end schmoozing. You've barely been there, like 6 months, and you're already
Changing lives, Pinder.
Wow.
Changing lives out there, making a
Yeah.
difference, trying to make a difference. Yeah, I've really climbed the corporate ladder down there for sure.
And then Nashville on Tuesday.
Well, that's the shitty part, is that I get home about 1, and then I turn around and get up and go to the airport again for a trip to Nashville. And I'm so old, I called my good buddy, the pastor, the guy that did the prayer at the roast, to talk today. And I complained about going to Nashville for 3 nights. And he goes, "What's wrong with you?
What's happening to you?
What have we become here? Come on, let's turn this frown upside down. You get 3 nights in Nashville. You used to live for that, Retro."
Nothing would make you happier than regaling us with tales of Tootsies, or how quickly you could get your gear off at that rink and post up so that the players had it on lockdown. To think that you're now dreading or lamenting that you have to go to Nashville, it's a sure sign that you're approaching the end. This is old age for sure. Maybe even dementia.
And it's not even so much you know what? I get close-minded about things. I get worried about my hangovers because they hurt more now. But I'll bounce back, right? I'll bounce back. Take a couple Sudafed. We'll be flying.
Get those IVs going. Remember the preemptive IV day?
Yes.
That was the attitude.
Awesome.
Right there.
I wonder if Commodore's going to be there.
Well, this is like a big Sasky gathering in Nashville. We figured out the Toronto thing. That's today. Tomorrow he flies early in the morning to Nashville. So it's a lot. He will not be on the show for the next 3 to 4 days.
I'm going to take my little thing that I've used that you guys love. You guys to hear the birds twittering.
The Star Wars mask?
Depends on my hockey schedule. I got to play 4 games in Nashville, so that's going to be tough.
It's playing a lot these days. Florida, know this.
Felt so good. Come back, baby. Come back time.
I thought it didn't feel good. I thought that was the report that we got, that it was not very good.
It was a little clumsy, and that he was thwarted trying to steal equipment and generally disappointed. That was the feedback.
What are you doing for gear here? Are they supplying gear?
I don't. No. I went and stole a pair of pants from Razor.
Yeah.
He also gave me his shin pads, but they look rusty and disgusting, so I'm not convinced that's the right move. Rusty. I'm going to need some sort of cup, I guess.
I would suggest you do wear a cup, yeah.
Yeah. Never thought of that part.
So what is there somewhere we can Google this event? Can we find out more details? Is it because you could
guitar
pin kind of a thing?
It's guitar picks and hockey sticks. I don't exactly know if it's got a website, but Kelly Chase puts it on. Bunch of ramrods go down there. Willem's going to be down there.
All Sasky royalty.
Comedian Kelly Taylor's going to be down there. Prince Albert native. He's hilarious. I've not seen him, but all my friends say he's quite funny.
It's a fan
show tomorrow night.
Yeah. Tuesday night draft night, weekday games, Wednesday night hot stove, Thursday night NHL game.
Oh, and Thursday, that might be the Winnipeg game too. Holy. Or Chicago.
Well, I was going to say, it says here Chicago, but I'm not saying anything now.
No.
Because I'm going to be wrong about it. So
I'm only noting it because Nashville and Winnipeg.
The Flames played last night. Tell me more, Ryan.
We're switching gears?
The Flames played a game against a team last night, and there was a winner and a loser. So where's the guitar picks part of this? Are you guys going?
Oh, you're in Nashville, so there.
I just wonder if you had some kind of is Garth Brooks coming to play a special little thing for you? Or
no, Kelly Taylor, the comedian's doing the entertaining as far as I know. I think that probably Broadway will have plenty of musicians still that will check out. We'll see.
2020.
This guy does look funny.
Yeah. That looks like you'll have a hell of a time.
I'm going to have a hell of a time, but I'm going to have a hell of a time following as well, right? Because Friday is St. Paddy's Day. How don't you have 100 Guinness on Friday? Right? Like this is a major setback to my health and wellness.
This is a bender.
This
That's
is
what this is.
So this
This
is
is
a
officially a bender.
week-long marathon event. I'm going to have to overcome some adversity.
Monday, drinking in a suite. That's tonight at the Leafs game. Tuesday, drinking at the draft in Nashville. Wednesday, drinking in Nashville all day. Thursday, drinking in Nashville all day. Friday, St. Patrick's Day. Guinness is to take off the edge of your massive hangover.
Yeah.
You're going to be a mess this weekend.
I am. I'm going to
How
need some
far in
red light
before you
therapy.
bail on one of the games?
Hockey games, like the actual
Playing, yeah.
No, I don't think I will. I don't think I will.
Guaranteed 3 games, 2 Wednesday, 1 on Thursday. There's a 4th game, which is a cumulative format, all teams, blah, blah, blah. You're not playing in 4 games.
God, I hope I'm not playing in that one. That would be a nice one
He'll
to get
go
off.
Steve Smith into his own net to make sure that goal differential doesn't put them in the final. Anything to avoid that 4th game.
Well, that's good planning, though, by Chaser. If you're going to have a fantasy camp type of a deal, if you want to be able to get guys to come out, Nashville. You want to get fans to buy spots, Nashville. You want good weather, good times, Nashville.
Can I contradict you now?
Yes.
Because you're right. Brilliant to host in Nashville. Not so brilliant to follow it up 10 days later in Winnipeg.
Oh, are you committed to that too?
I'm not committed to that. He's asked if I would want to take part in that, and I'm hesitant
I'm just
to
busy.
say
I'm
the
too
least.
Yeah. Isn't that how your friendship kind of hit the rocks for a while? That you had said you'd do something and then stood them up?
Yeah.
All right. Monday, we're here in the Tower Chrysler studios. Tower Chrysler, you may not even know this. You may not even know this about Tower Chrysler, but they were voted the #1 Tower Chrysler dealer in Canada.
Hands down, I'm told.
Yeah.
Unanimous vote.
I've been saying Calgary, apparently,
whole country.
of all the Tower Chrysler dealers in Canada, they're at the top of the list.
They're our favorite by a mile as well.
Oh, for sure they are.
Yeah. Shout out to Serge and Nikki and the crew, the guys on the floor getting it done.
That's right. And if we ever get to the point where it warms up, it stops snowing and then warms up so that the slush and everything is gone, it'll be great to get the vehicles all dolled up and do something.
I think we're due for a little show down there too in the showroom at some point.
Oh, sure.
That feels like a nice spring thing to do when the weather turns.
Yeah.
Huh?
Which is going, what were you saying earlier in the pre-show about?
What was it when you woke up today? Like -17 to -20, something like that?
-20 on the way in.
It'll be 6 degrees by dinner time tonight. So if you're ready for the old 25-degree swing and the migraines that follow for some wingnuts, it's today. Today's
is that a
day.
real thing?
Yes, apparently, it is a real thing. And it doesn't make them wing nuts. They get migraines from the barometric pressure change. Come on. They're not wing nuts. These poor people will be just dying.
T's and P's to the migraine wing nuts.
T's and P's to all the wing nuts for sure. Flames big win last night, Retro. 5-1. Whew. Alex didn't say much in the pre-show. Did you notice that? Pretty quiet back.
Didn't bring it up with me.
Yeah, pretty quiet. You know what? If it was the other way around, we'd have heard all about it. We'd have heard plenty about it.
Grudgingly putting up the board. And the only goal they got was a gift wrap present from the Swedes, who were excellent last night, aside from the gift wrapped goal against.
I feel bad for Markstrom. It's not been his year. He's playing better. That's a shutout performance, all things being equal. Don't put it in my net, please.
I think he'd trade wins for anything right now. I think he's
so.
Not sweating it. New dad's got the baby karma going. Baby vibes, baby swag.
I'll ask you, Rhett, brought it up with Pinder last night on Afterburner. You fired up about this win, feeling good? Or does that loss against Anaheim just put a stick in the spokes for everything right now?
Absolutely stick in the spokes for me. I'm completely off my predictions, but the results are, whether they lost to Anaheim or Ottawa, you can't lose. You have to have a long stretch of wins. So I didn't think Winnipeg was going to continue to flounder as bad. They've turned it around, won a couple now. And you have no say in how this plays out now. Like it's not in your hands. You've given it away. So, sure, winning better than losing, but losing to Anaheim on Friday night just proves again that you aren't, well, you don't deserve to be in a playoff spot. Just don't. Plain and simple.
Too many lost months in there. And again, they missed a chance to win 3 in a row. They still haven't done that since early December. Now, 3 out of 4 is nice, but like you're going to have to go 4 out of 5, 4 out of 5, 3 out of 5, something like that here down the stretch. It's becoming so we have it in the pin report, the tragic number, magic number. A tragic will eliminate you, magic will get you in. A combination of Flames losses and Jets wins. The number is 12.
It's not a lot.
It's 12, but it's not even Winnipeg. Nashville's got you.
Yeah. So even if Winnipeg, let's say, plays 500, like you have to go 10-6 down the stretch, probably better. And that's for 500 for Winnipeg. Never mind better. They got 4 out of 4 points in like 27 hours in Florida on the weekend.
In a weird way, because it's a great win, 5-1. We can talk about it. But I said last night, it just feels like that loss against Anaheim is it's the black cloud over all of this right now. Mm-hmm. Probably just as important or just as crippling in a way were those Jets wins.
Big time.
You were looking at their sked, your sked. I got these teams that are below you in standing. We can talk about how they've all beaten you, but all of that. But Winnipeg, scuffling right now. They got to go and play Florida and Tampa Bay. Beat them both.
Now, it doesn't get easier for Winnipeg. They get Carolina tomorrow, and then they come home to play Boston, and then they go to Nashville. So it remains difficult, but if there was a scheduled loss in there, you'd think it'd be the back-to-back games against those Florida teams. Instead, they get 4 out of 4.
And you still have Nashville to worry about.
Yeah, you do.
We're only talking about Winnipeg because we think we're going to catch. What happens if Nashville goes 500 or 1 over?
Nashville's next to Detroit and Chicago as well. They've been playing really well. Tyson Berry slotted in nicely alongside Roman Josi. They've inserted some young kids.
3 games in hand on us. They win those 3 games in hand. You're
way up.
And sold at the deadline.
Yes.
Smart.
Yep. It's hard to be happy for the Flames because they've pissed it away. And you're begrudgingly cheering for them at this point. I mean, maybe that's a terrible thing to say, but you have lost heart. Right?
There's a segment of the fan base, Rhett, that's saying if you just lose 5 in a row here, you can get yourself into the Bedard sweepstakes where it's like only the bottom 10 can move up to get them. Now, 10th place might have a 2% chance, but that's better than a 0% chance of the superstar. I'm not quite there, but it does feel like they're on track for peak sadness, which would be that just missed the playoffs, don't pick that high, like worst of all worlds, right?
They are peak sadness. They certainly look like they're trending that way. And then the off season, they've got 0 cap space, correct? Like the money's all spent.
We will need some clarity on the cap, but it appears that way. And you'll need some clarity on whether Oliver Shillington's coming back. And yeah, they've got 6 or 7, if you count Shillington, key free agents that will be the next summer. So next year will be their last season of control. So I think you start talking extension with Lindholm to see what that number looks like. You got to make a decision whether you want to commit to Hanifin long-term or you put him to market if you know maybe Shillington's coming back. What do you do with Toffoli? Have you signed Matthew Coronado? Like it's a busy offseason, and we don't even know who the GM's going to be because the contract for the current GM is up June 30.
So big win for the Flames, 5-1 over the Senators, getting to the 30-win mark on the season. 30, 24, 13.
Sure, it's not 20. Are we off by 10 again?
It's a lot of, it could be. It's a lot. You know what, though? The thing is, honestly, you want to cheer for them. There's good people. They're in our town. It's the city's. This city is alive.
The right thing is for that team to do great. Yes.
But that game against Anaheim was it was the microcosm of the whole thing. I said it on the show last week, and I said it last night. It's like that shitty marriage or relationship you're in.
Jilted lover, you keep saying.
Jilted lovers. She'll never do it. They'll never do it again. No, this time it'll be different. I won't. You start to come around, and then there you are. And it was only 2 games, but it was the drama in that Dallas game and the way that they hung in against the Wild and that they got the gift They got the gift, the call in overtime, and then you come back and you win it. Come on, guys. Jesus H. Christ. What?
Yeah, you win Friday. You're at 4 in a row. Now you're talking about things are good. We're heating up at the right time.
Beat the Ducks.
Yeah, the fucking Ducks.
So it's hard. You want to cheer for them. You want to get behind them. And at least from where I sit, this team this year has made it very hard
Winnipeg
to have faith in them for any amount of time.
Winnipeg has 8 more wins.
You're looking for tie breaks, or are you just sort of going?
No, I'm just saying that the OT and the losses and all that. Okay, well, we play tight games and we're always in. Winnipeg has 8 more wins.
They've had a much better season than the Flames. Like, let's be honest, it's
right?
not
Like
if you're going to get in, you're
more wins
a heater here, like a heater.
I don't know.
Is it that game against the Ducks? No, you pick any loss that sent you squirrely over the last 2 or 3 months. There's enough of them to pick from.
There's 2 against Detroit. You've got 1 point against Chicago in the 2 games you played them.
But why this one felt different is it finally felt like you could trust your goaltending.
And you did, yeah.
Right? It felt like this time the goaltending wasn't going to potentially let you down.
Mm-hmm.
And it didn't. It's a 2-1 game. You get the empty netter. Find a way. Daryl said it over and over. We've all said it. Find a way to get that 1 goal. Where are the finishers? Where are the guys that power? The 1 goal they get is on the power play. But man, the scenario with everything riding on it, that tells you, to me, that's what tells you what you need to know about the team. They needed that win. 3 in a row. We need to go. And this is a team, hey, you should beat this team. I know it is what it is, but you should beat that team. And you scored once off of Backlund's leg.
Yeah.
And another goalie leaves town with his head held high, feeling great.
Yeah, and the broadcast can go away with elite John Gibson. He's been brutal for 3 years. I mean, any goalie can get hot for our game. You've got to make life way more difficult than they did for every goalie. That wasn't John Gibson riding in on a white horse saving the day. They didn't create enough.
So, okay, so let's, what else do we want to spin this?
How was the energy level at the game, though? Like, were they into it? Like, it's hard to watch it on TV and go, you know what? They were flying around and they were into it and they should have won. I didn't get that sense.
Deflated when Anaheim immediately scored right after and then took the lead. And then when this team falls behind by 1, it just feels like they have to summit Everest just to tie things up. Whereas if they have a lead, it's a very different body language. And then the building's got no energy because everyone's seen the script 80 times this year, it feels like. And everyone's waiting for the inevitable, which is a loss to a bottom dweller. And so there's no energy. The players feel it coming. The fans feel it coming. And the other team's like, shit, we don't even have to cross center anymore. Yeah. We just dump it and keep 5 back. It was awful.
So Flames win 5-1 over the Senators. Big saves by Markstrom there to keep them in the game. A glove save off of DeBrincat there, right? That could make it 3-2, but instead they score shortly after. As Daryl said, makes it 4-1. That was a big kind of a pivot point in that game, turning point. 6 straight start for Jacob Markstrom last night,
and it'll be 7 tomorrow.
Yeah, keep playing him.
And it feels stupid again. Play him. Okay, well, let's get excited. It's hard to even get excited about Markstrom now. He has to continue to play that way, absolutely, and they've got to string a whole bunch of wins together. But even then, it's not in your control.
Yeah, we're doing Afterburner last night. Okay, so with this win, they're here. Oh, what about Nashville? Oh, look, they're in overtime. And Nashville scores to win. You just know that's... If it's going to conspire, and last night was finally, they got the breaks or whatever, but if it feels like this year, if it was going to conspire against them, it was going to happen. We'll do the Pinder report coming up in a little bit. Next chance for you to win tickets. The Flames are going to be back at home next week against the Vegas Golden Knights.
That's 2 Thursdays in a row they play Vegas.
That's right.
One there. It's going to be a good little matchup.
So those Golden Knights, everybody's favorite those darlings, the Vegas Golden Knights, coming to town next Thursday. We'll have tickets to give away, courtesy of Matt Rose Pub. There you see it. Is that look at that? Those sliders on the right side there in the screen? Some sliders. So. Good. Yeah. Did you see the photo that was sent to us? Was it from Vegas? Somebody was walking through one of the malls, I thought, in Vegas.
Yeah.
Mad Rose hoodie. Pub hoodie.
Yeah.
It's like Rider Nation out there. Mad Rose Nation.
Love it.
Love it.
Best in the Northwest.
Yeah. 20 beers on tap. Kid-friendly Saturday, Sunday, Monday. 15 Royal Vista Place. Get yourself up there. Have some of those pizza, those wings. A poutine there. Delicious. 15 Royal Vista Place. Website, madrose.pub. What were you going to say, Rhett? I jumped all over you with that sponsor read.
No, that's good. I'd rather talk about that because I was going to make light of the fact that everyone, you're looking for something positive. Okay, Markstrom's been good. Absolutely. Full credit to him for bouncing back, and he looks dialed in. Oh, Huberdeau played the other side. Oh, well, that's what must have led to that amazing tip. And I'm like, so you had to play the other side to tip the puck like that? Like, that doesn't make any sense at all, right? So okay, yeah, Huberdeau's on the other side, and things are going to be great and wonderful. Well,
he's a superstar again, right?
Sure.
They just forgot he was left winger.
Yeah. It's amazing how quickly it changes. We can be positive about this. So I'm trying to find something fun to talk about that's positive instead of just saying, well, this is.
I know. But here's the thing. It's mid-March. This is, you're in or you're out. That's how you are going to shape. If you're doing these types of shows, you're either feel good or you feel like crap.
No, by all means, fellas, you want to reel off 4 in a row? You want to beat Vegas, Dallas, and LA after winning tomorrow in Arizona? Get at it. Let's go.
Again, you had us. If you beat Anaheim and then you rolled 5-1 last night, car flags are coming out. Where did I put that? People are starting to feel real good about it. Hey, or maybe we're the only ones that don't feel. Maybe we should be feeling better about it. But that was a rough one. Yes, Alan Walsh retweeting the tweet from the Flames Twitter account last night. Hubie31. Calgary left wing Jonathan Huberdeau scores. Hashtag HubieDoobieDoo. Did you see Daryl's post game last night? He was asked about Huberdeau playing on the left side, and he said basically what you just said. Well, you came in on the right side to tip that. If you saw that,
Jerome used to do that. He was a right shot, come in on the left, and he scored a lot of goals.
It was very good. Yeah, and you know what? He couldn't even hide it. He had the smirk going and the smile. He knew it was. He knew the question was coming and was ready to deliver.
What number is he?
Yeah.
He's done a good job. He's ready for them. He's never blindsided by the press conferences.
At Arizona tomorrow.
Yeah.
The Coyotes at the Mullet Arena.
Very good.
They're enjoying life down there. I don't know if you've noticed. It's 9-4-1 in their last 14 at home, points in 5 straight games overall, I believe. 3-0-2. I don't know that it's necessarily a tough building to play in or that it's changed, but right now they're playing some of their best hockey. And if you can imagine being a fan of them, why are you doing this? Why are you winning games right now? What the hell are you doing as they are they're the bottom 4 or whatever it is now. I think they've moved up.
Yeah.
They've leapfrogged, or however you want to look at it, inverse standings. But yeah, they're winning some games here, which is not ideal for their Bedard hopes.
Last night, a perfect example. They're playing the Wild. A ton of Minnesotans fly down, fill that tiny barn, and it's 3-2, 4-2 Wild. They score twice in the second, and then Brett Ritchie, forever a Flame, gets them within 1. Clayton Keller ties it midway through the third and then wins it in overtime. They're playing loose, Rhett. They will not be a tight group. It will not be a snare drum they're up against tomorrow.
I don't trust that the Flames win this game at all.
You can't trust
zero faith.
Great. They can
zero faith.
We talked about it last night on Afterburner. There's no game on a schedule you can look at and say, I know what I'm getting from the Flames here.
Yeah, that's what we were saying going into that game. Not to, again, beat a dead horse, but you really felt like with Anaheim coming in, it was don't look at the standings because you know how you've played against some teams below you in standing recently. It hasn't been great. Chicago, as you mentioned, had their way.
Well,
And that's the thing. It's disappointing. One game difference, and I think that we'd be pumped for this week. You'd be pumped for it. Let's go. Not so pumped. What else is happening? We'll do the Pinder report in a moment. A reminder, Hearing Loss Clinic, hearingloss.ca. 1993 is when the Hearing Loss opened their doors, founded with a simple mission. It's not about hearing loss or hearing impairment. It's about helping people, empowering you to be socially active, connected with your loved ones, confident in every aspect of your life. Children, men and women of all ages, everyone can suffer from hearing loss. Serious health risks have been linked to untreated hearing loss. There are 4 Calgary locations. I would pick the one closest to you, probably more convenient.
Unless you want to go for a drive.
You can go for a whip if you want.
Yeah.
Maybe one of the maybe one of there's a restaurant or something you want to go visit. You do you. But you can go to hearingloss.ca. Book it today on Twitter at The Hearing Loss, Instagram, The Hearing Loss Clinic. And if you look over my fat head right back there, we've got another jersey to give away.
No way.
Mm-hmm.
It's signed too.
There it is. Look.
Oh, there's a 1 in there. Is that a Troy Stetcher 51? It's got to be.
I know what you're thinking. Yeah. Is that a Dave Lowry 10?
Is
that a Chris Versteeg? No, it's a Jonathan Huberdeau. Left wing Jonathan Huberdeau autographed Blasty jersey. We'll give away in the next week or so.
Oh, yeah. Pretty.
How about that?
Very nice.
That's courtesy of our buddies over at Hearing Loss Clinic.
Love it. Very good.
You should have heard your buddy here last night on Afterburner. Just such an animal. And none of this is surprising to you. Because remember last week, it was Tuesday. He started to look, he's not looking real good. Wednesday,
no good.
Gross. Thursday off.
Finally getting close to sea level on Friday.
Ask him what he did this weekend.
He's muted again. Yeah.
What'd you do this weekend?
I'm an idiot, so I did what I would do.
You were feeling better, so you... Oh.
My sister turned 40. Well, she hasn't yet. It's the end of the month. She's still 39.
I see.
Yeah. Big party
so
there.
You had to celebrate early.
And I was so excited about her birthday celebrations that when that party ended, I decided to go out and do karaoke till 2 a.m.
So his voice was
in shambles.
It was very logy. There was, there was some phlegm and there was just some things going on, and it was very weak. He was right about it.
I applaud you. I don't understand how you find your testosterone levels must be quite high, because the energy that you exude is quite amazing. Either that, or
Too
you're taking some really weird ass supplements that carry you through the night. Because
I'll just ask you then. Right?
I will be sleeping.
Yeah.
What?
If you had a friend or your sister or a family member, they were having a birthday of note, you went out to that birthday party and you got into it and you were hammered and you had a great time and it was, the party was over
at midnight.
You wouldn't then go out to a karaoke bar?
It seems excessive and unnecessary. Yeah, that's my approach to things. I don't like crowds. I don't have a great voice, so maybe everybody's got a passion, Dean, and clearly Ryan likes to sing. He's a big singer. He loves the karaoke.
Very shy. I don't like attention. Yeah. So that's where we start.
And then how tight was the turn for kid hockey Sunday morning?
Well, we lost an hour
with the time change. Yeah.
But it was 7 came early.
Oh my God.
See, that's something I haven't and won't do, is arrive at my child's hockey drunk and stupid. So shame on you for that.
We had a skating coach in, and then the team afterwards are missing players.
Well, nonetheless, your kids got to the rink somehow, and you were acting like a dick, and I don't think you should do that. Your kids deserve better.
They were great. Putting on a show on
They were great, but you weren't.
I was great. I was in my native environment. I was in the pub watching through the glass.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone was feeling good.
So he's sitting
at the pitcher and a Caesar to take the edge off.
Drinking a Caesar at the 8 a.m. friggin' kids skate. Well done.
That's probably a little
It
later
couldn't
than
have
that.
had to be later than that.
Kind of like you conservative.
So take us to the karaoke bar. If we were there now and then all of a sudden drunk Pinder
What's your
comes
song?
comes flying in the front door, grabs the microphone, like, high kicks.
Did not high kick. I had boots on. You could kill someone with the high kicks.
So then, do you grab the slice of paper and here's the song I would like to sing, or how does that go?
So I came in. I didn't make any screaming banshee noises.
No.
I grabbed a seat, and then I immediately got my name in the queue because it was quite
Right,
backed up. And it was like, okay, it's already late. There's going to be a long line up here. Get your name in the queue, and if you're lucky, you might get one in before last call. And then it was kind of like the vibes of, the Star Wars party at Jabba the Hutt's, where it's just all these weird creatures making out and talking in different languages and dancing around, and everyone's singing. It was a very divey dive bar that wasn't trying to be anything but a dive bar. So no pretense. It was grimy, wonderful.
So before we get your song selection,
No.
can you describe the video that you have? We can share that, right? They're in public.
No, it's not public.
It is
filming people in pubs.
If it's like paparazzi, isn't it? Or do you have to wait till they're in the street? I don't know how it works.
I don't either.
Because Ryan has a video.
We're in a booth, and the booth over, there's an older couple, and I don't know if this is some secret meetup or if these are just still incredibly smitten love celebrating their anniversary. But we're talking like 3 to 4 minutes of just straight booth makeout, like 5 feet away, like Dean to me. And it's not the type of people that you usually see on video kissing each other. It's like 65-year-olds that might look like closer to something like a WWE tag team.
See, because I would love to have the video.
I don't think you should put that out there. I don't think you should.
Then we
ruin someone's life.
analyze it.
No, that's what I mean. If you're meeting up at a dive bar at 2 a.m. to make out in a booth, it might not be your wife.
Because my read on that one is there's no way that's a married couple that's celebrating an anniversary.
That's why we don't put the video
That's
out.
either a newfound love affair, two people who maybe have had issues and they've split up and now this is new, or maybe they are running afoul. Because it was
sell that or burn that
more
video,
than him.
Pinder. Just get rid of it. Don't let.
She was very amorous, and he was completely tanked, just kind of doing one of these, and she was petting his hair and kissing and into the ear. And again, like, these are long-haired, gray. It's older folk. It really is something.
It was amazing.
Just play the Princey. Can we play the video?
We're not Princey.
Video?
Don't play the
No.
video.
But it's spectacular. All right, and we'll move on. The song of choice. You get to the
one go-to.
You get to the karaoke bar, as you said. You got to get in the queue quickly. You got maybe time for one. Is this your go-to or
my go-to?
All right, and
it's a banger. It's done in less than 2.5 minutes. Get in, get out, and it fits in the vocal range, so that checks all the boxes.
Right,
wango. It's the Big Boppers' wonderful tune, Chantilly Lace.
Oh, so lame. Chantilly Lace had a pretty face and a ponytail.
It's obviously
hanging down. A wiggle in her walk. Jiggle in her talk. Makes the world go round.
The world go round, round, round. There ain't nothing in the world like a pig-eyed girl. Better than last night.
It is better. You
make me act so funny. Make me spend my money. Make me act real loose like a long-necked goose. Say, oh, baby, that's the one I like. Boom loves it. He just loves it.
Well, I like the. You even got.
It's a bopper.
Yeah, you got the mood.
And it's like 2 verses and it's done. Yeah. Bang. Everyone's like, what the fuck was that? And then you're done.
He's dead. He died with Buddy Holly.
Yeah.
It's the day the music died.
Pinder's right there. He's still okay.
Big bopper.
Anyway,
wasn't Waylon Jennings supposed to be on that plane? Isn't that how
someone else
goes?
was supposed to be on that plane?
Yeah. Sad tale.
Indeed. It'd be tough to move from that to the Pinder Report.
But yet here we go. It's the Pinder Report. It's brought to you by Village Honda Northwest Auto Mall. They are your dealership for life. They want to buy your car, used cars. they've got a big lot and they want to stuff it full of those used cars, sell it. You get paid in 24 hours, no hassle. There's a no obligation appraisal. You swing by, they will give you, they're going to give you the straight goods. Here's what it's worth. Here's what we're willing to pay.
Here's the money.
Here's the cash.
It's like Ja Morant at a strip club. Just you get your money quick.
Making it rain at Village Honda.
That's right.
Here's the Pinder report.
Wow, this is going to hurt for Alex. I don't know, guys. We can't do this segment without him, but it isn't going to be fun. It was the Flames and the Sens last night, and Alex, you should have seen it coming, because it's been a long time where the Senators' best player has loved the Calgary Flames. And I mean, cheering for them, wearing jerseys, coming to playoff games. We shouldn't have been surprised, Alex. There you are. Fixture at the Dome.
Mm-hmm.
Brady tries to go 5-hole when clearly it's closed on Markstrom.
Clearly,
I mean, this is he's in cahoots, Rhett. He's a double agent. As soon as that 8-year deal's up, or 6,
bring him in.
He's like that woman and the dude making out in the late night in the booth.
Double life. 100%.
Secret love affair.
There was some kind of a afternoon delight.
There you go. I was not quite afternoon.
Here's they're doing that, right?
Pardon me?
You know they're doing that. They're meeting up somewhere.
Oh, the afternoon delight
for at lunch. It's like, I guess I'm gonna go home for lunch right now. Telling everybody at the office. And you drive down some back alley, park, and get your make out.
Hell's lunch doing at the Super 8?
Start sucking face behind the Circle K. Gross. Jesus, lady.
Settle down, would you?
Settle down.
The old,
it's keeping her alive. Leave her alone. Japers.
She's joie de vivre through the roof there. Yeah. Let's go
You're with me, though, right? Like, that had all the looks of,
that was
this feels so right because it's so wrong.
That's right. Yeah, naughty love. Let's go to the afterburner from last night. Dean and myself, as we were in great shape, Rhett. We were feeling wonderful, and another 5-1 win. Who did we cheers for BK Beaufort League?
Some nights this is a tough one, but there's a few candidates tonight for sure.
I'm going back to Markstrom. We've talked about it. The only reason there's hope is because you've seen him play well, and all it will take to deflate that hope is 2 on 3 or something like that. And there he was early tonight making saves. That's been the biggest problem with his game. The numbers are bad everywhere, but the first 5 shots of the game, he's probably rocking like a 7-something. He's been really good in March. He continues to give them chances to win. And I think about this game, if he allows either of those breakaway chances early on, because you'd be frustrated as hell. You'd be talking about post, which everyone hates, and rightfully so. It's annoying as hell. And, you would be talking about a win. You'd be talking about, it's never easy. They're getting Christopher Gibson again. So Markstrom got my vote. Dino gave a nod to Michael Backlund, who had a whale of a game and a primary helper on the only Ottawa goal as well, right?
He did, yeah. He was in on a lot last night.
It was just everything was happening with
Backlund. You can hear his voice box, hey? It was just
it was rough. Better already today.
Very low energy. It's tough. You go big bopper. You can't go full.
Don't live that way. Just choose not to live that way, Pinder. But it's not up to
make
us.
better decisions is a good motto. It's just following through on it's harder than I thought. Make better decisions. Speaking of Backlund, who got Boomer's cheers of the game, this was said about Backlund by his teammate and fellow Swede Rasmus Andersson post-game. Some very complimentary words that might indicate
this guy's an asshole. Is that what he said?
No, the quote is Bax is our leader. And then he went on to continue. As I said, he's our leader night in and night out. That's a major tip of the cap. We thought Backlund and Toffoli might be their 2 most consistent forwards this season. And that line of him, Mangiapane, and Coleman's been pretty much great almost every night since they were put together in early January. And Backlund, I mean, you could make a case this is a career type year. It's not going to be eye-popping goal totals, but it's, again, the role he plays. And I think he's asserted himself physically and set the tone for work ethic most nights. It makes you wonder if there was a straw poll in the room, would it be Backlund be the
what is a straw poll?
Oh, what's it where you pull the
it's too old.
Straw? Turkey in the straw? Ha ha ha. That'd be my go-to.
Okay.
Last night.
What the hell are you doing?
Honestly, I can't see, and I need
Rhett, look at this. We need a full screen of
Just don't worry.
This is a move.
Backlund, because I was looking at the game.
You're so old.
I was looking at the game sheet. A lot of Pelche 1142, Dubé 1437, Lindholm 1548. Michael Backlund 21.59.
Well, and he's got a significant role.
Considerably more than any other forward.
Think about the shorthanded, how well they did. He was a big part of that. And they were shorthanded, I believe, 4 times last night. They score one that he sets up. Special teams, he's involved. He touches a lot of the game.
Yeah.
Also played the 18 line.
Played the 18 line.
Obviously, you know what that is, right?
Right, the 18 line.
Daryl was talking about, an 18 line.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Heavy lifting, 18 line.
Yeah.
German?
18-wheeler?
Oh,
Roll on.
What is the 18 line? Is that?
That's
Roll
Stutz's
on.
So that'd be a good one for karaoke. Let's look at the results. So, sure, you got last night, big win. That's awesome. Now, what's happening on the out-of-town scoreboard?
Isn't Alabama coming to town, actually?
Yeah, I heard Alabama's
one seed in the tournament.
When are they coming? Old
I think during Stampede.
I bet you.
Sorry,
I bet you're right.
Kind of.
You can Google that. We'll look at the results.
It's a big concert. Yeah, go ahead.
Music.
Go ahead, Pinder. Carry on.
Got Grandma and Grandpa used to play.
Bet you those are cheap tickets. Christ. Yeah, they're coming in. Yeah. There it is. Saddle Dome. July the something.
Out-of-town scoreboard. Let's take a peek. Nashville in action. Winnipeg in action. Jets, big trouble, right, Rhett? They're in Florida 2 games in 2 days. It's 2 powerhouses.
Tough.
Nope. They beat Tampa. Of note, fellows, Steven Stamkos leaving said Lightning game with injury. Oof.
Leg? Did I see leg?
Lower body.
Got a lower body.
Was reaching in behind his knee when he got up, but he got crumpled. And there was Nashville blowing a lead to Anaheim, getting to overtime, and then winning said game in overtime. They're on a bit of a heater. So good win. You made up no ground.
So don't feel bad. See that
you have no say in anything. You have no say in anything. You can win out, just still not make it,
and know that there'll be a couple losses along the way for those other teams. That's all you can do, really. Just run the table and oof. It's dire, Rhett, isn't it?
It's not good.
Yeah,
it's not ideal.
Here's your standings after last night's action. The Flames. I was lying when I said peak sadness. Nashville is in the peak sadness slot. It's the Flames in 10th in the West. So. There it is. They're tied with Nashville, who hold 3 games in hand. They are how many back? 79 to 76 points back of Winnipeg. 7 points back of Edmonton. They are 5 back of Colorado. They have 3 games in hand. This is not ideal.
So, Retro.
What?
Hard question, putting you on the spot. Alabama, Mountain Music, or Dixieland Delight?
Ooh.
Dixieland Delight, because we used to play Dixieland Delight after we win games in junior, and Mark Watton and Derek Tibbetts would pretend to play the fiddle and the drums, and we used to be
old Tibby doing the Tibby walk.
Big party. Big party.
Because I feel like Mountain Music was kind of their, and maybe I'm wrong.
Mountain Music probably is their big one, but Dixieland Delight
that's their big one. But man, Dixieland Delight's the banger.
You know what's interesting? I'm told if you're going to play in Texas, you got to have a fiddle in the band. Is that correct as well?
Little turtle doving.
Okay. Never turtle doved. I would go see them. I'd be happy to. I'm curious at their age and energy production at this point in their careers. I know Pinder can maintain. I'm not sure Alabama has the staying power of our only lost child, Ryan Pinder.
That's right.
Thank you for that
compliment. Again, controversial, but I'm going to ask you. Sorry, Ryan. I know this is
that's good.
I could wait.
Well, you've kind of interrupted already.
How? Because we're of the same, more or less the same vintage, Dixieland Delight, Mountain Music. How did you / how do you feel about I'm in a Hurry?
Dean, give me a real refresher on I'm in a Hurry.
I'm in a hurry to get things done. Rushing. It was such a mainstream, wide-reaching hit. But it was very... All I want to do live and die.
I think I liked it at the time, but now I can change the channel when it's on. I'm disinterested.
Yeah. Mainstream.
I liked Achy Breaky Heart as well. So, I mean, shame on me. Fool me once. That's fool me once.
Here is the Flames' tragic number, Rhett. We referenced this earlier in the show. A combination of Jets wins and Flames losses that equal 12, and you're done. So the Flames don't add to that total last night. Winnipeg win drops it from 13 to 12. That doesn't feel good, thinking that there's 15 games left for both teams, and only a combination of 12 will get the Jets in. Never mind with Nashville.
Mick Jagger, 79 years old. Randy Owen, 73 years old. Lead singer for Alabama.
Yeah, but Mick's not a human, is he?
Well, how old can you be and still tour?
Yeah.
The easy comparable. I mean, Springsteen.
There's good drugs out there, though. There's good drugs. You can find supplements and things to
what kind of drugs
get you through.
Good rock and roll show. Get 2-hour set maybe. Encore.
That's the amazing thing about Mick is that he was probably doing those drugs for a real long time now, and typically that catches up to you.
How's that guy the comparable?
Well, Keith
that guy
Richards,
should be dead
right?
if anyone else was on that regime.
Keith Richards is 79 years old.
Other non-human,
right? Non-human.
Yeah,
and I'm dying. Fuck.
I like the double glasses. That was cute. Scheduled tonight. Let's have a peek. It's a lighter slate, Rhett. Flames are not in action. They will return to action tomorrow at the Mullet Arena. We've got Leafs Sabers. Rhett will be in the suite schmoozing, clinking champagne glasses.
Look for me. Look for me.
The grubby blue-collar Buffalonians in the center of the universe.
Rhett will be there pouring the salsa into the fucking queso cheese.
What is smart casual dress?
Smart casual. I'm thinking
what you're wearing right
and
now.
The nicest jeans you own.
You're already ready.
Collar shirt.
We don't have a blazer. I didn't bring a blazer.
Well, you're smart and you dress casually. I think you're fine. So,
yeah. If I wear Dean's glasses, does that make me look smart?
You look like a douche if you wear the sunglasses, but yeah, the other ones you look real.
All I really want to do is
so odd that he couldn't see the 988 points instead of 98. But that's
honestly, I write my chicken scratch down and then I don't have my friggin' goggles on. Something for
carry on, Pinder. Carry on.
Bruins have done it, boys. They've clinched a playoff spot. I know there was much gnashing of teeth and sweating of palms. The third fastest team ever to clinch. Only the 95-96 Wings.
Wait for it.
And the 98-99 Stars have done it in fewer games.
Rhett has connection to both.
Really?
Because you know about the 1998-99 Stars.
Of course.
And of course, that 95-96 Wings team lost to Colorado, who then beat Florida in 4 straight. It always comes back to you, Retro. You getting screwed.
About 5.
Screw it again.
3 of them.
Top 5 screw jobs.
Yeah. Brett, him, and Hart. 3 Rhetts, and 1 other one we can't remember.
Yep.
Huh?
Isn't there a big Hitman thing?
Yes, there is. We'll move to the East standings. Dean and Rhett. The Warner report coming up next with the Hitman thing. Look at all these teams. This is chaos. Florida, 3 points out. Islanders and Penguins in there, but not really breeding much confidence. The Caps have been under a nice little resurgence after some selling at the deadline. Rasmus Sandin's been great for them after coming from Toronto. And Alex's Senators are going to really get their first taste of sweet, sweet sadness this season of just missing the playoffs. The rebuild is over. And it is.
Sabres can't do anything either. They could change the font on that for Dean, couldn't you? Like, couldn't they?
Yeah,
dude,
you know
I
what?
can't see shit. Who was it was talking? They might get $1 billion for the Ottawa Senators.
Yes, yeah.
There's so many offers in that they could they may get $1 billion with a B for that team.
If you just look at franchise values over the last 20 years, they're just doing this. So it's like, oh, I have to buy at $1 billion. Well, I'll sell for $1.5 billion in 20 years. Like, whatever.
Crazy, man.
And it's like,
and that's his kids, right? Eugene's kids,
daughters. They're handling the estate, and
or
they
Eugene
want to sell. And I think what'll be interesting is how a rink gets sewn in. So I wouldn't imagine that the Melnick daughters would like to build a new rink and then sell the team. So not only are you going to spend huge amount for the franchise, you're also probably going to have a significant investment into a new facility. This might be $1.5 billion to $2 billion Canadian type investment here.
How old are they?
I don't know.
How old are these soon-to-be billionaire ladies?
Don't be a creep.
Alex. I don't know what your
Alex is
situation
taken. He's got children. Alex, don't. I don't want to see you at 2 a.m. making out in a booth next to me.
Those people in that booth, they had kids too. They had kids too. Love knows no boundaries, Ryan. You can't control it.
If you say so. The Players' Championship came to a close on the weekend, Rhett. $25 million. One of the wealthiest tournaments in golf. Scotty Scheffler again winning. He takes over number one in the world. Look at our Canadian pals, Adam Svensson and Adam Hadwin. 2 BC Adams, I believe that's the case. Just a smooth $450K US for a T13 performance. That's how much dough's in the PGA all of a sudden. All it took was some Saudi golf league, and they found hundreds of millions under the couch cushions, Rhett. Amazing.
It was just sitting there. It's amazing.
Whoops. We forgot to tell you guys about this. Here's some more money for all the tournaments you're already playing.
It was in my ski jacket. I've been there all summer. I had no idea.
I wondered where that $100 million was.
Oh, here you go, guys. Yeah.
More good news for Svensson. That T13 clinches him a spot in the Augusta field, which is, of course, the Masters, which is less than a month away. So, Rhett, that means we have 4 guaranteed Canadians in the Masters and still more that could join. Former winner Mike Weir, clearly going. Corey Connors, who's had a couple T10s, or top 10s at the Masters, I believe. He's going. Mac Hughes won in the fall. He's going. And now Svensson's going. You got Nick Taylor and Hadwin and others that are trying to get inside the top 50 in the world or win one of the final few tournaments before the Masters. At least 4 Canadians at the Masters, Rhett. I love it. Keep going.
Your voice still sounds like crap. Like it's starting to go on me again.
He was gargling before the show.
Try my best here.
What he was gargling.
Playing hurt. Don't say it. This, if you want something to ruin Dean's eyes, let's have a look. It was officially minted yesterday. This is the NCAA March Madness bracket. As we are this week, boys, opening the greatest tournament in sport. It was Selection Sunday yesterday. There's 68 teams in there. They have the 4 play-in games, and then that'll officially have the field of 64 set on the bracket. All you need to know is that's going to give Dean a migraine if he's looking at it. And Thursday and Friday are the opening of round 1. It's going to be wall-to-wall b-ball Thursday and Friday. Keep your ear to the ground and some news on that.
That's right.
Potentially. All right.
Yeah.
World Baseball Classic continues in, the world. It's all over the place. In Arizona, the Mexicans surprised the Americans. A couple home runs. They thump the Yanks in their own country at the WBC. 11-5. Canada plays Mexico tonight, Rhett. I believe it's a 9 o'clock Mountain start, which means it's really late Buffalo time. But the Canadians got a win over Great Britain. And away we go. We're off to the races. Finally, a gift. Sometimes there's a product and it makes you think of someone. And you're like, wow, I didn't know that we could do this. We have officially entered ranch ice cream era of human civilization.
It's all right.
Have a look. So I want, survey says thumbs up or down. Have a good look at it. This is the ranch ice cream. By the way, a little known factoid about Pat Steinberg. He will vomit looking at that image, never mind hearing about it.
Is that right?
He despises ranch more than any other human creation, event, or thing.
So he can't go to Boomer's house for anything because I know at Mulberg Land, ranch is the #1 condiment in the home.
All right.
We've talked about this. My kids don't use ketchup for really anything, but the pizza comes out, chicken fingers or whatever it is, ranch.
Salad, ranch.
Yeah.
Well, now they get ice cream ranch.
Whereas I'm out on the ice cream.
What about your kids though? Come on.
Oh, my middle one. He might.
That dope would love it.
It's odd to talk ice cream because I was out with Razor the other day, and Razor said when you clean the soft ice cream machines, there's a sugary, creamy mixture that stays in there. And at first, he was hesitant to tried it, said it is the best ice cream you could ever have. It's like butter ice cream.
Some crusty
sediment at the bottom. Yeah.
It's like a butter crust ice cream. It's supposed to be delicious.
So good. Now, for you, with wings, what are you getting? Blue cheese or ranch?
Blue cheese.
You're going to call me a weirdo and slander my family's name, but I'd rather not have a dipping sauce with wings.
I can understand that.
Can you?
What if they're dry?
I can do that too.
Don't care.
Yeah.
But honestly, I've started to make just
carrot and celery.
chunks of chicken in hot sauce, and there's this blue cheese dip here. It is the greatest blue cheese dip ever. It is phenomenal.
Describe it.
Even the
you're making it, or what are you doing?
Heating it up.
Oh no, it's I've found it. I found it because I like it on my wings. Like I like blue cheese with my wings, so I bought a container full of it from one of the stores here. Unbelievable.
Are they making it in house, or is it a name brand thing?
No. This is some. Yeah, they've got. I think it's a small mom and pop kind of shop where they started making their own, and now it's become so popular they're selling it in the stores.
Yeah,
it's.
I'm
good.
all about that. Ranch is too much. We're getting overtaken by ranch dressing. It's like, remember when salsa was big? Everything was salsa. It's salsa. It's ranch. Enough.
I will say this. If someone had told me about the idea of a ketchup flavored chip, I would have said that's abhorrent, disgusting, quit your job, you're an idiot.
Mm-hmm.
Ketchup chips are delicious.
I agree.
I don't think this would be the case for ranch, but nobody thought a ketchup flavored potato chip was a good idea. So,
no, I would have a scoop. I got to try this. I'm open-minded. I will do it. I am with Boom that ranch has been thrust upon us way too much, just too much. It's everywhere. I liked
too
it,
much thrust.
And now it's too much. But I will, because they've made this. I have to try it. Got to try it.
Once that Big Ranch got their tentacles into Washington, it's just never been the same.
You got to watch Big Ranch.
It's a good doc on Netflix.
Fat cats with Big Ranch, just that sway, that power that they hold.
And finally, Seaborn, our pal from Playmaker.
You trust him?
Not if we're playing 3-on-3 in Jasper, I don't. Otherwise, generally, yes.
Oh.
He's giving away state secrets. He's telling people the key to our success. Don't like it and shut your mouth.
What's he doing?
Well, look at this. Good rule for live TV. If you have the chance to get a donkey on stage, take it.
Oh, yes. And I responded, I bring one in studio every day for our show.
Just one?
Just one. Yeah, just one.
At least 1 to 2 donkeys.
Because that was, I guess, was there a donkey at the Oscars?
I would imagine there would be something like that.
Yeah. Oh,
listen. Tune in to this.
Princey works here. There's a bunch of people. I said I bring one in studio. It doesn't mean they're on the show. They could be around here somewhere.
I feel like there's multiple donkeys, multiple days of the week. But
it's one fairly consistent.
Like you said, good rule.
Yeah,
good
rule.
That'll do it, friends. And no, Oscars overlapped with the Flames game, Rhett. So we had a major division happening at the family gathering. The ladies in one
people
room,
still watch that crap like that. It's still something.
Ladies love it. It's looking dresses. People cry.
It disappoints me.
See who slapped who.
That's right. Yeah.
Disappoints me to hear that people can still tune into that bullshit.
Well, you know what though? There was a time
we're better than that.
And I don't know with COVID. When's the last time you went and watched a movie? I don't know the last time I
one post-COVID movie.
I saw Top Gun Maverick.
That's what it was.
But I didn't. I did see that in theater.
Yep.
And I'm in the dark, I think, for the rest of
I am committed, and I think it's coming up real soon. It's either early April or mid-March. I think the Mario movie's coming out, and another dad from the hockey team, we're going to take the Weasels. Maybe get a cab there.
That doesn't count, though. To me, that doesn't count. That is a child thing, and you're entertaining children. I don't think that counts as pure movie-going behavior.
I'm not going to watch film. Yeah, right?
Now, question, could it be that we're getting old and jaded?
I think it's also there's just so much more at our fingertips at home. Like you got all these streaming.
I think the quality of the movie has dropped. I liked Top Gun. I like Top Gun, but what movie has come out that I used to go to movies all the time, loved them. I guess
it would depend on what genre. If you like blockbusters,
doesn't matter. Well, that's I like movies. I love the movie theater atmosphere, the popcorn, the whole thing. I love a matinee. There's not a movie that has come across the screen with the trailer where I've been like, I got to go see that. Nothing.
Would you watch something with subtitles, or is that getting a little too?
I would. I would, but I mean, what was that one? The murder, creepy one, the Parasite or something, wasn't it called?
Mm-hmm. I like
From a
that
couple
one.
years ago.
Yeah.
It had subtitles, but I'd prefer not subtitles. But it's not a deal breaker for me. I'd like a good movie. What's good? Marvel. We watch
you
Marvel because of
suggested
my
it-
kids.
Yeah, and that's getting played out, I feel like.
Yeah,
I've seen
like
that.
Ant-Man again. Get out of here, Ant-Man. Dud.
If you told me that Hollywood was running out of steam a little bit, I'd believe that. I still think there's probably great films being made everywhere. It's just the big, huge budget
Even
ones are maybe not as
Avatar. Did you go see Avatar? It was huge. We're
No.
supposed to go see. I'm not drawn in by it.
A couple years away, streaming stuff.
I wonder too if it's not so much movies that are being available streaming, is just people's lives. I don't have time for a movie. Let's watch. I got
An
1
episode,
hour.
Yeah.
So let's watch
So
our
Last of Us, for
series.
example. Let's watch one episode.
Yeah.
Boom.
It's true. They have
gotta start
created some
watching
good, more series like Dynasty back in the day. Hey, Dean.
Oh yeah, buddy. Dallas Dynasty, for sure. Who shot JR?
I don't know.
It's the
Not familiar.
it's the Pinder report. Thank
Brought
you to
to you,
Village
though.
Honda for whatever that was.
Northwest Auto Mall, online, villagehonda.com. The new Honda Accord going to be gracing all of us with its presence very soon at the Northwest Auto Mall.
That's this month.
Swing by and get yours on order. See it, taste it, smell it, feel it next week. The Honda Accord at Village Honda. Are you watching anything right now with that in mind? Because here's where we're at our place.
Okay.
I think we just caught up on Yellowstone because they do.
How many seasons now?
What is it, 3?
Okay.
And they break up. There's the first half of the
5.
final season, then the
There's
second
5
half. So I
seasons
think
of Yellowstone.
5. So the first half. So we're caught up, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Succession.
Yeah.
We need to catch up on that one. There was the prequel to Yellowstone, the 1880 whatever.
Mhm.
We got a couple in on that. We're behind on Ted Lasso, and it starts up again right away.
Yeah, the 15th, I think. Lasso's
Jeez,
back. You're not up to speed on Lasso?
I don't have time for a movie.
Oh man,
I don't have
Lasso's
time.
Unreal.
I like Lasso. Again,
So I'll tell you what we got going on. Last of Us, which is the one filmed in Calgary.
Mhm.
Great sort of apocalyptic zombie thriller. Also the feels, good stuff. And then when it's just me, I've tried the Full Swing, the Netflix doc on the PGA, solid. Breakpoint's the Netflix one on the tennis tour. That one's really good.
same people that do the F1 series,
Which you can see why other leagues want to do it. I mean, the popularity went through the roof, and they're both are top 10 in terms of streams on Netflix. Like it's great business for these leagues to do that, to teach people about their players. And then my wife's all over the Harry and Meghan stuff, so I'm like, okay, that's when I hit the light and roll over. Don't really get the whole obsession with royalty.
You know what? But here's the thing. I would probably watch just to see how ridiculous it is.
It's insane, the paparazzi level chaos,
Yeah.
and all that. But it's like I don't need 8 episodes.
Yeah, I feel like he's
I feel
the
like
one guy.
one or two. I get the gist of this.
He's the one guy that looked at it and said, "You know what? This whole thing that we do here,
Well, that makes sense.
it's kind of batshit crazy, right?
Yeah,
Are we
totally
all
crazy?
completely crazy, or is it just me? It's just me. Hey, okay, I'm out then.
So yeah,
See ya."
I'm hung out in Canada,
Yeah,
on Vancouver Island.
that's right. Is he the one that got hammered up at Stampede?
Oh, I hope so. I don't know.
Right? Wasn't it Prince Harry when he was at the military or something? He was out here and behind the Cowboys tent or something.
On the outhouse.
Yeah, that's right. All right.
Is that him in the booth during karaoke?
Might be him in the booth. Can't believe you've got video of Prince Harry and some old bird
Just getting at
swapping
it.
spit at
Just
some
hair petting.
dive bar.
Yeah, so good.
Rhett,
Rhett, we didn't ask Rhett.
I know. What?
He's on his phone anyway. What are you watching?
I don't
Cowboy?
watch TV. Nothing. I watch
Okay.
up to date on sports and
Porn.
nutrition, and I've watched all of Pornhub 1. I'm going on to Pornhub 2 now.
You watched everything on Pornhub already?
Well, he's moving on to number 2, the sequel.
Oh my God. I didn't know there was a number 2.
This is all news to me.
I had no idea.
Wow, it's a large catalog.
You gotta
And I know you won't
dedicate
watch
yourself.
repeat, right? You
No.
won't watch things a second
No.
time. You can't do it.
Weird. I got a minute into this one. I haven't seen the rest. Do I pick it up there or do I go to the new one?
I know how this one ends. I've seen this before. Break. Vina Nova, of course, one of our great sponsors that is back on board with this program. I was, what I was doing? I was communicating with Justin over at Vina Nova.
Oh, yeah. Beauty.
Apparently, we were right. Spring is engagement season. It's what people do. Spring.
Right or wrong, Dean, they do it now.
You can be, and also we've kind of thrown, the number is right now. You can be confident in knowing prices are 80% less compared to mined diamonds pretty much across the board.
Jeez.
More than ever, it is making sense. As we said, you can either save money or the money that you've got, you will get so much more for it. And it's better quality in some cases. If you want to custom design something, it's the one thing Justin wanted to mention. Some people want to go in, you want to do something special. They got a bunch of stuff and they can build things for you. But if you got an idea, you want to do that yourself, it can take 4 to 5 weeks. Okay. So if you have a date in mind that you're going to go and put the ring on the finger kind of thing, then get there now and start working on it so you can have that custom piece done in time for when you need it. VinaNova.com is the website. They have their downtown showroom, second floor, Stephen Avenue Place, the only store in Calgary that specializes exclusively in lab-grown diamonds. Lab-grown, it's the way to go. It's all the cool kids.
So maybe you're married to like a high-maintenance Australian and they want to have it all designed a certain way. Just need a little window of time. They can 4
to 5 weeks, Ryan. Okay. Just give it about 4 to 5 weeks.
Yeah,
in theory, if that's what you were planning on doing. But Justin and his family and his staff will take care of you. Vina Nova, lab-grown diamonds, Calgary's lab-grown diamond specialists.
Oh.
I guess I kind of, on Friday, which was Hawaiian Shirt Day.
That's right.
Forgot to kind of mention, and I want to bring it back, because on Thursday we announced the playoff draft.
Yes.
For Barnburner. It's back. It's on. It's kind of one of those things. We've done it before, but not here. So for us, it's the inaugural Barn Burner playoff draft. How does it work? Well, we are going to be welcoming a bunch of teams. Eight people per team. We're going to have tables set up, the whole draft floor. It's going to be buzzing in there. We're going to be at the Grey Eagle Resort and Casino.
It's gonna be great.
We got the whole ballroom, the podium, everything set up, screens. We're gonna have everything set up nice.
We have a trade to announce.
Allow trades?
Well, I just think it's gonna be like a very regal, proper, like NHL draft type venue. Big things are happening. Announcements from the podium. That guy's off the board. Harumph for rumph. There's another table has to go to their backup plan. It's like the draft. You got a whole table of gurus working for the same team.
That's right. In the past that we've done this, some teams have come dressed in costume. They've had suits or something completely different.
Pocket protectors.
We're going to we'll have the lanyards because it's a VIP event.
That's right.
We can't have a riffraff just coming in there and thinking they can sit at somebody's table. So it's a highfalutin thing, guys. Highfalutin thing. Teams are going to go on sale later this week.
Okay.
We're just putting the final touches on it, but we wanted to announce and get it ready. This is going to sell out.
There's no question. We're already, we've made some nice headway with people already on board.
There are limited numbers, obviously, because how many teams make the playoffs?
16.
So
if you want to do goalies,
if you're going to get goalies and how deep are you going and all that. I don't
want to get more than 16. That wouldn't be fair.
So we do have a limited number of teams available, which we are confident that it will sell out. And as you can see on your screen, it is in support of kids sports. So we're working with Kevin. Over at Kids Sport, we're putting some final touches on budgets and numbers and everything else.
Nice big prize to the winner.
That's right. We get all of that nailed down. We're going to throw open the website for people to buy their teams. My guess is it's a day one sellout.
Yeah, should be.
So that's, and not to be cocky, but just we've
appetite strong.
When we announced it, some people said, yeah, we're in. Yeah. So we expect that this is going to be a good one and looking to raise some money for Kids Sport. And rumor has it that old Long Arms McGee himself might be back across the border for this one.
I'm coming, baby. I wouldn't miss this one.
Yeah, it's fun. It's a good one, man. And we're thinking of already some just, how do you make it a little different? Because everybody gets into a playoff draft. Everybody does it.
Yeah.
We're not normal.
No.
So why should this be normal? Well, this will not be your normal regular playoff
It's going to be
draft.
exceptional and amazing with a few twists you didn't see coming.
And thanks to our friends over at Grey Eagle. They, of course, our partners. We're going to be doing a lot of stuff with these guys. I have a feeling moving forward, this is kind of our first big one. Grey Eagle, as you said, maybe later this week, I'll tell you. But there you have it. Grey Eagle Resort and Casino, Grey Eagle Event Center. And they are going to host our inaugural Barn Burner playoff draft.
Get a hold of us. Let us know you're keen. Let's go.
I don't know how much there is.
Are you getting on a flight tomorrow as well? Because I know Rhett's going to Nashville.
No,
We're not going to Mullet Arena. We're talking. Shouldn't we go to Mullet Arena?
I know.
Next year? It's last chance this year is tomorrow.
Yeah, I don't think I can do tomorrow. Seems like short notice.
What? Like
Now,
you got
how
so much
long
on
are
the
they
go?
going to be there?
3 to 4 years.
So we've got time.
We do. They're either going to have a new rink in Tempe or they're going to get the fuck out of there. So that gives you 3 to 4 years.
Why was there the news last week? I didn't bring it up about Houston.
Why? Are we that innocent? And
But
it's the perfect type of leak when you're trying to get an arena built, isn't it? Team doesn't want the league doesn't.
That's what I'm saying. So is there a reason that it was last? Oh, look at this. Could be some teams that maybe move to Houston. What are we doing?
Atlanta. Oh, the third time will work.
Oh, you're going to go back to Atlanta. Really? Okay, sure. I'll bite.
And we won't say Quebec, but we know there's a huge brand new building there.
Maybe another team in Southern Ontario too.
Oh, geez, yeah.
Could be a lot of
the
things.
league could foresee another team in Toronto, except that it's written into the league's constitution that there can't be a second team in Toronto. But yes.
Somebody asked me about the rink. What's going on with the rink there? I have no idea.
In Arizona?
Not here.
Oh, good news. Yeah. Pike's got all over it on FlamesNation.ca. Go check it out. But there was very, very positive words being used by City Hall representatives last week. And a lot of the back and forth.
Decade.
I believe it was after the 04 run that you were part of, Rhett, that the late Ken King first mentioned the need for a new facility. So it's that's 20 years. Almost.
Somebody asked me, and I don't want to go on a tangent about it, but somebody asked me about the Flames down here the other day, and I said, well, part of the issue is the arena. I mean, it's a mess. And they're like, what do you mean? I'm like, well, it's just so dated and old, and that people
Very
are
old.
really.
That's the oldest thing.
It's like, yeah, I'm sorry, it's run the F down. And not that you have to appease players anymore. They get compensated enough. But when they look around the league and everyone else has a nice, shiny new place to hang their hat, and then the Saddle Dome, it does make a difference when you're conducting business as a GM.
There's so much lipstick on that building. If you were to strip away some of the faux, right, like the stuff that's been built to hide certain things, it would be a disaster.
It's time. And it'll happen. There's too much. Everyone wants it.
Will you see
it? Also
it?
got flooded.
Dean?
That's right.
Will you see it?
Will I see the new one?
Oh, geez.
We're getting old. We're getting to a point where we could go down. It's not a guarantee that the days will continue. Like this is going to take some time. There's not an agreement in place yet. What is it? Another year away before it's agreed upon, and then another 4 years before it's like. Well, you say less, but what are your guarantees on that, bud? Like it's been this long.
No guarantees. Just reading the tea leaves that Pike's been great on this file at Flames Nation, and I encourage everyone.
Well, then Pike should be the mayor. Like, get in there, Pike. Come on. Let's go.
I didn't know he was running.
I didn't either. This is huge news that that's just dropped on us. But
if you're the circles that Ryan runs in,
if he's tweeting, he would 4
a.m. in the morning with drunk
4 years. I don't know that he makes it.
That's
what those people were doing at the next.
Okay, so as far as the Stampede board will take care of this, and then the
they
Flames
weren't making out. They were whispering.
It's by the BMO Center at the convention center.
Maybe that's what they were doing. Getting the final things. Did you see what was on the cocktail napkin? Maybe it was they're getting the final things figured out. And you thought they were just sucking face. Two married people.
I was inebriated. I could have read the situation wrong.
Yeah. And what's great, Rhett? Damn it, I wish we could play this video. So he's got a cell phone video of these two people who, again, look like they're doing something they shouldn't be. But they're in wide open public, necking and all you can hear is Pinder barking at him.
Oh, yeah.
Again, 6 feet from them. Taking a video, holding his phone. Oh, yeah.
One donkey a show. It's all you need.
Such an animal. Such an animal. St. Eugene Golf Resort and Casino. Talking about things as we're into March and we're going to have warmer temperatures, and this is going to be front of your mind. Why wait? Get this. Go to the website. I said this last week, I think, when we were talking about St. Eugene.
Hey, go to the website.
steugene.ca. Go there and just take a look at the photos, the videos, the pictures. That's what you're dealing with. Cranbrook, BC, not far from you, on Twitter and Instagram at St. Eugene Resort. They've got the casino, they've got the spa, they've got restaurants, the championship golf course, mountains all around. If getting through the winter and you're thinking, I just need something to look forward to, I just need that one little thing in the next 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks, just something. St. Eugene Golf Resort and Casino. Discover, rediscover, whatever it is, get out there and check things out, or go online and check things out, and then start booking the spring swing golf package.
Ooh.
Starting at just $259. You and a friend, maybe those 2 people.
They were swinging, all right.
You can enjoy a one-night stay, a round of golf, including a power cart, available from mid-April to mid-May is what I'm just going to kind of ballpark it there for you. But you can't beat that. Round of golf cart, night stay, $259. Come on, get on it. steugene.ca.
I'm zenned out just looking at the video.
I'm telling you, that's I'm not even BSing you.
There's the river running by,
Mm.
mountains in the background.
Can you hear the babbling brook?
Yeah. Oh, there's Rhett. Just a huge F-bomb. He chunked one, stayed in the trap, couldn't get out.
Yeah.
I mean, it's mostly.
I got a bad short game.
It's reps.
Bunker to bunker.
Practice.
Yeah. Do you Betway Bets?
Betway
Bets of the day? We'll do the Betway Bets of the day. And we'll get out of here and let Rhett go. You must be excited.
I'm
Toronto.
Love Toronto. Can't wait.
Nashville.
Can you send us some?
Gio.
Oh, he'd love to hear from you. Some video from the suite tonight. Maybe put something on social. Hey, Gio, I've tried to trade you for a decade. Now you're in Toronto. How are you, bud? Iggy won't even return your text. Jesus.
Yeah, weird. Another former teammate that won't.
They must be in the playoffs. Must be busy. Yeah.
Must be very busy.
Yeah.
Betway Bets of the day. Get that Betway app in your phone. Follow along. Enjoy yourself. Treat yourself. Be responsible. Be 19 years of age and all of that. I got a couple. One was a pre-built one.
Oh.
The other one I went looking for. Colorado at Montreal. Cale Makar. Did you see that goal he scored in the weekend? Holy smokes. 2 points or more, plus 162. And right on the front page, their Betway boost. They built this all themselves. Colorado, Toronto, and Dallas. All to win money line. Plus 300. They've boosted it to the 300. And of course, if we mentioned Toronto has Buffalo. I didn't even write down who the hell
Dallas is in Seattle, excuse me.
Yeah.
And Montreal is hosting the Avs. You got to love the Avs against the Habs.
Avs, Leafs, and Stars all to win.
Boom.
Anytime, plus 300. That's your Betway boost.
Love it.
I'm on it.
Okay, here are my picks. I'm focusing in on that game that Rhett's going to be hammered in the suites at. Austin Matthews starting to heat up a little. Tage Thompson, red hot all year. They both score, plus 275. And same game. Don't need that Buffalo-Toronto again. It's William Nylander. 1+ power play point. So 1 or more pays plus 120. And Willie Nylander's had a monster season.
I was going to say, with so much talk there, obviously you've got Matthews. That's just drawn to him.
Tavares, the big signing.
And Marner has been unbelievable. But yeah, old Nylander. Sneaky good. Maybe not even sneaky. I don't know. Probably the Leafs, they talk about everybody all the time. So maybe he isn't sneaky good. But
I sort of thought of as the fourth guy of the big four, but he's been their best guy this year, I think. You could argue.
That goal Marner
Could have
scored
had him for Kachuk.
Could you think?
Yeah, probably, right?
For
sure you could have had him.
Just wonder about the cap space, right? That's Toronto adding salary. That's something that's
now
hard.
the question is, though, was there a time when you could have had him for Monahan?
Please do that.
Because I believe that's the one.
Okay.
Really? Shitballs.
Mr.
Because the Monahan Nylander money.
Almost Stevie.
Similar.
Yeah, look at that. Wild Bill Nylander.
Nice.
Next year, last year of that deal, UFA. Austin Matthews, next year, last year of that deal, UFA. Oof. Wow.
Again, tonight, the Leafs set to potentially have that record with the win.
Lafferty, Samuel.
Hit 90 points tonight if they, with a victory, become the fastest Leaf team ever to hit
It's
that plateau.
way less impressive, 90, than the 100 that you were trying to promote.
It is a little bit, yeah, it's a little more. And the GM, lame duck season, could be fired at the season's end.
Wouldn't be fired. He just wouldn't renew the
That's
contract.
right. We're not bringing you back.
He'd do all swapperoo, Calgary,
yeah.
Toronto.
Bring him here?
Is
that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Well, what about Chuck Fletcher? Because he's out of work.
I'm going to just say, you know what, Chuck, we'll get back to you. Don't call us. We'll call you.
Good luck, Chuck. That'll do it for the show. Thanks, Rhett.
Great work today.
Enjoy the thing.
It's been great.
Thanks, plural.
All right.
Try not to spill on my shirt or embarrass myself. Mission accomplished. If those
Fancy
two things.
pants.
What do you need to wear? What's it called?
Smart casual.
Smart casual.
Smart casual.
Nice.
Not my.
How's your hair under
style,
that? Under that hat.
Trim. I got a bit of a mohawk kind of thing. My kid talked me into.
Nice.
Really?
Keeping you young.
Sharp. Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Really
All right,
sharp.
buddies. That's Barn Burner.
Enjoy
See
Toronto.
you tomorrow.
Get some sleep, Pinder. Get some sleep.
Bye, guys. Do my best
Oilers
to.
suck.